everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a DIYary episode with you. I'm currently coming at you from my grandmother's hallway because I have run out of places to film. There are electricians up in my house right now, but that's a good thing. It means things are getting done. Since I saw you guys last, so much has been happening. The kitchen has actually gone in, which is one of the biggest things on the list of things to do. So I'm going to share that with you today, but I'm also going to share some other random clips. Lots of just mix and match stuff because I've been doing a lot of cleaning in the house. So I've got some very satisfying cleaning montages in this video too. So it's just a bunch of different stuff going on today. So let's jump in, and this is what my reaction was to the kitchen that had just been freshly plastered. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, that looks so good. This is the first time I'm seeing this. What? It's smooth. I can't believe this. Would you look at that? Okay, maybe my reaction was a little bit over the top, but I was so excited just to see things finally progressing in there because it had looked so gross for so long. After that, the kitchen cabinets were starting to be installed, so I got these clips kind of halfway through. Once that was done, I got in at the end of the week, and this is how the kitchen was looking. Please excuse the mess, guys, but we have a kitchen. It's so exciting. Yeah, it's a little bit messy because Ben and I have been painting as well. Yeah, look at the kitchen. Let me give you guys a quick update. So all of these cabinets right here are from IKEA, and I got my double Dom's Joe sink, which I'm very excited about. I've wanted one of these forever. I did buy some kitchen cabinets on a buy and sell website, but there just weren't enough to go around this whole space. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the lowers and the uppers right here in this alcove, and that's going to become like a coffee nook. The other alcove is going to have a fridge. Don't mind my washing machine there. And then around here in the utility space, we're going to have like an L shape that comes around here with the washer and dryer, and then some more of the cabinets. And I've got all of the worktops to match. And the cabinets, let me show you. The cabinets are currently being stored in the sitting room. They've got the same fronts on the doors, so I think they're gonna match pretty well. I'm just gonna change the handles. But yeah, this is kind of what the kitchen is looking like. Still in construction mode at the moment. We're waiting on a little bit of plastering in that utility space, then it is all go, and then the kitchen will be ready. But yeah, so these are the Sabadell cabinets, and this is the Carlby worktop, I think, in birch. Or is it beech? It's the lighter of the ones. And you know what? I was worried about it because it's kind of that chipboardy stuff, but it actually looks really good. I wanted a solid oak worktop, but then I realized I had to have 5 of them. So I opted for the cheaper one, and I think it looks nice. I wanted to go with the shaker style cabinet, so I did pick out wood worktop instead of like marble or anything like that, because I just think it fits with the style of the home, seeing as it's an old Victorian property. Garden's still looking like a mess, but we'll get there. It's fine. Oh, I'm just so excited. And yeah, Ben and I started painting. It was really dark, so I couldn't film it at the time, but we still have more to do, so don't worry, I will fill you in on the painting. And this is just a pile of cardboard and some stuff, so I'm gonna sort these out. Oh, is this what I think? Yes. Okay, these are the handles, hold on. These are the handles. They are solid brass. They're actually satin brass, so they're not super shiny. The tap doesn't quite match, but I really wanted these. So this is what they're gonna look like, and then they're gonna go in the middle. I think they'll end up going at the top. I'm not sure, I can't decide. I might Pinterest some images and figure out where I want it, but I think they're gonna go up there. Yeah, these cost me a small fortune compared to what I would normally spend on handles, but they are for the kitchen cabinets. I think they were about £9 each or something, which doesn't sound like much, but I've got 9 here and I need like another 7 or 8, so it tots up. But I think the devil is in the detail, because you can get like cheapo cabinets and then just do them up with like whatever kind of hardware you want, and it looks so much more expensive that way, just with these tiny little fixtures and fittings. So yeah. And as for the utility space, I have shown it, but I am in the process of having it plastered. This area is going to be done next week, and this is done right here, and then the little tiny water closet, toilet is going to be done next week as well. It's going to be plastered, and I've picked some tiles that I kind of like, so I'll show you guys that in the future. But yeah, all of our radiators are on. That's pretty exciting. There's one here. The hallway still looks the exact same downstairs, but look at that. It's all been painted. That monstrously high ceiling has been painted, and it's looking really nice. I did have to get a decorator in to come and paint this wall because it's so big. I don't think you get a full idea of the scale of it unless you're actually in the room, but it's not doable with just a normal ladder. So he did an amazing job. The color is actually supposed to be a warm white, but it's got a hint of lilac in it, which I really like. I didn't know I'd like that until it went on the walls. And this color is actually Victorian Lace by B&Q's own brand, and I was a bit hesitant, but it's worked really well. So the wonderful Ben has left me for 4 weeks because he's gone on a work trip to Japan, and he's been sending me pictures from Disneyland, which I'm not happy about when I'm scrubbing the floors and painting, but it's fine. Before he left, we managed to get some painting done. So here's that footage.
Hey everybody, we're painting today. What are we doing today?
Painting the kitchen! First coat, all done. Now that Ben's not around, I have 4 weeks to get everything kind of moving, and I really want to show him that so much has been done while he's been away. So the thing that I really needed to do was give the house a good clean. It was dirty when I bought it, but then the renovations kind of started almost instantly and I didn't have time to clean it properly. So some of this footage is a bit squeamish. It's not for the faint of heart. But let's get into it. I've been avoiding this for a really long time, but this cupboard really needs to be cleaned. It's filthy dirty, and it's currently storing all of our paint and other DIY supplies. Can you see the color of the ledge? It makes me feel very unwell. So that's what I'm about to tackle right now. Wish me luck. So to get the cleaning underway, I emptied all of the DIY stuff out of the linen cabinet, and then I could get to the 150 years worth of dirt and grime that's been building up. I started by using a dustpan and brush to sweep all the debris into the pan, and this is just what came off the floor alone, which is pretty disgusting. And then I just cleaned and scrubbed the floor with a mixture of washing up liquid and some warm water to get all of the grime off. Just checking in to let you guys know that the top shelf is 110% worse than I ever thought it was going to be. And I'm starting to feel slightly nauseated, so yeah. Just FYI, I am wearing a mask because this is disgusting, but I also wish I had goggles and gloves. Ugh. This bit is pretty grim. This is just me sweeping up all the debris and stuff that was on the top shelf. Most of this is soot that came out from the massive hole in the ceiling, if you remember that, but I don't know how it made it in here. Anyway, I then went ahead and scrubbed it in the same way I had done the floor, and it came up really nice. And other than that, I did a lot of sweeping and dusting and cleaning, and I had to clean the skirting boards to prep them for sanding and painting, and they were a disgrace. Okay, so the floor is looking like this. It looks like this all the way through the hallway. It's not great. In between all the banisters, it's absolutely disgusting, so I need to sort that out before I can sand. The skirting boards have seen better days, and the sides of the stairs have also seen better days. Look at this. I'm very upset. This bit of skirting board might actually be the worst. It's pretty bad. And these are the stairs. So I've got my work cut out for me. Once again, to start off, I ended up spending a lot of time moving stuff out of the way. I seem to do that in every single room and things just get moved from one place to another. Anyway, I then swept the entire floor and I did the best job I possibly could, and I got into all of the cracks, but as you can see, it's kind of lifting up loads and loads of dust. So I did end up having to go in with a vacuum cleaner as well, and it never really truly got fully dust free. I don't think this house is going to be free of renovation dust for a long time. But it was pretty satisfying to see all of these little stones and rocks and gravelly bits finally coming off the floor. Then, like I said, I did go in with the vacuum cleaner. I detached it so I could use the hose, and I got into all the cracks and all of the skirting boards and the corners and really kind of try to get as much of the dust as possible. But yeah, it was a challenge. Once it was slightly less dusty, I went in to clean the skirting boards. I used sugar soap for this. This is usually what you use once you've stripped wallpaper because it gets rid of like the grease and the sticky residue. But this is actually really good for getting rid of grime for some reason. So I used it on the skirting boards and it did cut through a lot of the grease, but I needed to work really hard to get a lot of it out. I even went in with a flathead screwdriver to get rid of some of the bits of plaster in between the moulding of the skirting. This was also very satisfying actually, but it took a really long time. But as you can see, there's so much grime buildup. It's so gross. It was very difficult to get it all off, so it's not perfect, but I will be gently sanding all of this before painting it anyway. Here I am tackling the piece of skirting board that I said was the worst a few minutes ago, and believe it or not, this tiny section took 20 minutes. This is the before, this is the after. Now I just have to finish the whole corner and, you know, the entire hallway. But it's working, and then it will be ready to have a gentle sand and I can paint the trim. I got a bit bored of doing the skirting boards, so I ended up trying to get some of the plaster off of the floor, and I'm using the sugar soap again, and it worked really well to get rid of some of that grime. The main area of the floor though, I decided to use just some plain floor cleaner diluted in water, and I used a rag, and as you can see there's loads of splodges of paint all over the floor, and the floor cleaner did get these up. It did take a bit of elbow grease and I had to kind of work it into the paint to get rid of it, as you can see, but it did come off in the end.
At this point you might be thinking, Hermione, where are the after clips after all of that cleaning? You did such a good job, but what does it look like? I didn't get to film the after clips on the day of cleaning, and then a bunch of workmen came in and now it's dusty again. So I will keep you guys updated. I'm gonna do some more cleaning, and I obviously will show you a full kitchen makeover and a full hallway makeover. I've got some sanding to do this evening, so that's gonna be fun. So that's where we're at right now, and I have a lot to actually catch you up on since those clips have been filmed. So I think I'll have another one of these episodes up very, very shortly, so do stay tuned. And with all of that being said, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.